right here to protect my cub. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the 1st round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bears 0. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the fours, look out. He can control the game with his running.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Second and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity. Treat it as such.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down, Indianapolis.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Taylor. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Danny Trevathan on
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the Bears.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. Third and 5.
Third down.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And a Colts first down.
Here's Marlon Mack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On second down, it's Hines. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Tashawn Gibson brought him down. First and goal, Indianapolis.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Bears nothing.
Wentz now to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Number 13.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And firing a deep ball. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
40-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39.
Gain of 21.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
Tackle made.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They will find Davis. That's complete. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll look to run with Taylor. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, it'll be Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
For the extra point.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Escaping the pressure right. The catch made by Miller. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Flush to his right. This is caught at the 20. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. The Chiefs' leading rusher in their Super Bowl run. Here's Damian Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He was taken down.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll drop to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. The Bears in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
He's good one. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 44.
Eluding the pressure right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and his accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points this.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again here with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Number 13.
T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bears 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Broken tackle and taken right on the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the gun, it's Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry, but I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brought down
back to throw now in his own end zone. Rolling to his right. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
42.
The point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
First down, Colts.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Lost 59. 74.
Wentz going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. On the move to his left. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Colts 56.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.